Hi! Today I'm going to take you inside my mind as I draw this face. In my last video I said that if you start drawing something thinking that you don't quite know how to draw it, you'll probably pay more attention and end up drawing it better. So now I'm going to show you a bit of what that looks like. Starting off by looking at my reference photo and looking at how the forehead curves, I see it goes up. So I'm starting to draw and I'm drawing upwards, then I'm curving a bit to my right, curve some more, and I can see where the hair is, and I can see it curves down slightly to my right, and looking at to see how far to draw this line. You're going to see me look back and forth at my reference photo a lot during this, and a lot of it is really just a matter of seeing where things start and end, where they curve up or down. It's really just a series of lines and shapes. So for example, I could see that the curved part of the mouth is right under the nose, and the part of the eye actually starts more inward instead of right on the edge of the lid. I had to be especially careful when drawing the teeth and pay special attention, especially with the way the gums look, the way they curve and how far down they go, because if the gums aren't the right shape, the teeth aren't going to be the right shape. To make things easier on myself when I was getting ready to draw the eyes, the whole left side of her face is in shadow. So I actually drew a line that would be the shadow line, and so I just would draw the eye next to that. If this was a real sketch, then that line would have been drawn really light, meaning if this was going to be something that was going to be a real piece of artwork, none of this is coming out right. But see, if this was something that I was doing seriously for something that I was going to sell or something, then that line would have been drawn very light and it would have disappeared after I put the shading in. For the eyebrows, I can see that they're just slightly above the eyes, they slant slightly outward, they curve a bit up, and then they go straight back toward the outside of the eye. If this was a real portrait, I would have drawn more hairs in the eyebrows, but I wanted to focus more on lines and shapes in this one, because that's where a lot of my thought process goes into. You might have noticed that I erased the nose and went back and redid it. That's because even when you're trying to go into something thinking that you don't know how to draw it, your brain can still trick you into thinking you know how to draw it. And your brain can trick you into thinking that things that are really kind of complex are really simple. Like, for example, that tip of the nose, well, it's just a little round thing. No, it's not really. So I hope this shows you that going into a drawing thinking that you don't quite know how to draw it doesn't have to be unpleasant. I almost like to think of myself as kind of a detective when I'm drawing. Only instead of solving a crime, my job is to figure out where things go on the face or whatever it is I'm drawing. So that was a little insight into my thought process when drawing a face. Or really anything for that matter. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I put out art videos 3 days a week, so if that sounds good to you, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to turn on notifications. For now, thanks for watching, and goodbye!